Hello everybody, and welcome to part 2 of episode 4 of my Ironman series. Last episode we left off defeated by Elvar. I highly overestimated my character's ability to slay the dragon, and now I'm needing to change my approach to complete that quest. I know that in last episode I said I wanted to complete Tai Bow and I Trio, but the requirements needed to do so are also just out of my reach. So here's the new plan. In order to complete Dragon Slayer, I want to upgrade my armor and weapons even further to Adamant, which requires level 40 defense, but I'll be shooting for level 50 instead. Thankfully, I'm over level 40 in attack and strength to wield Adamant, but I'll also be looking to reach level 50 in those skills so I can hit a little harder. Lastly, I want to reach level 37 in prayer to gain access to Protect from Magic. This prayer will be so beneficial in reducing the damage from Elvar since I won't be using anti-fires for this quest. In order to meet these combat goals, I've found the perfect spot to train, the Edgeville Dungeon, just south of Edgeville Bank. Down here, players can find level 22 zombies and level 32 skeletons that drop bones. I was considering different tactics that I can employ to make this process easier on myself, and I remembered that if I complete the easy diary for the City of I can unlock the Tome of 1. The Tome of 1 automatically banks all bones that drop from monsters to the focus storage at the ritual site. However, I'll be needing to complete the quest Rune Mythos because the only achievement I have left is locked behind that quest. During this endeavor, I'll be completing the Ghost Ahoy quest to gain access to the Ecto File. The Ecto File provides unlimited teleports to the Ecto Functus, where players can use Bone Meal and buckets of slime on the Ecto Functus to train their prayer. My hope is that while I train my attack, strength, and defense to level 50 in Edgeville Dungeon, I will have accumulated enough bones to turn into Bone Meal and use them at the Ecto Functus to not only reach my prayer goal, but also acquire some Ecto tokens to unlock the first age skilling outfit that gives a 6% boost while training prayer. I think that this is a great plan that I've come up with, but don't think that I've forgotten some of the other goals that I've mentioned in previous episodes. We are still looking to hit 75 quest points. This will be expedited by the completion of the first 2 quests of the Camelot series, Merlin's Crystal and the Holy Grail. I'm also setting my sights on Tree Gnome Village for the massive 11,000 attack XP reward, and also to begin progress in another iconic RuneScape quest series. Without further ado, I welcome you to part 2 of episode 4, the Redemption Arc. Alright, starting off the episode with completing the Jack of Trades aura, giving me a supreme reward book that you already know, goes into agility. The less agility I have to do, the better. And as you can see with the skills on screen, we have made quite a bit of progress. Got pretty high up in the more tedious skills that I don't necessarily want to show during the recording, such as fletching and rune crafting, and we have also reached level 44 combat. As in last episode, I realized that my combat level was way too low to defeat Elvar, so we're almost there, and I'm very confident that we're going to be able to get the combat level requirement to be able to kill that dragon, and also keep making headway towards our 75 quest point goal. The first thing I'm going to do this episode is go complete 2 of the quests in the Camelot series that I've been harping about, and first one being Merlin's Crystal. So let's go get that started. The required items needed to complete Merlin's Crystal are going to be a bread, bucket, insect repellent, and bat bones. Right now, I'm making the bread, and I'll have this empty bucket afterwards. I had also picked up the insect repellent while doing beehives back in Catherby, and then I'll go to the section of the map where you can mine limestone. That's where Paterdomus is located at, and I'll kill a bat for some bat bones. Well, during the Merlin's Crystal quest, I messed up the chant that I was supposed to say, so I have to fight this level 70 ghost. Thankfully, it does not hit that hard. And if you didn't know, the regular Excalibur, once you activate it, it gives you a plus 8% defense bonus. That's going to be good to know in the future PVM endeavors. And if I could just read the instructions clearly, I wouldn't have to go back and remake another black candle. Oh my goodness. So after once again not reading the instructions clearly on the guide, I had to go back and remake a black candle for the ritual and tell the ghosts the right chant. And now we're here. Let's smash our wizard friend out of this crystal. Talk to King Arthur for quest complete, getting 5 kudos and 1,000 XP lamp, and starting the Holy Grail. Here we go. I was looking over the rewards for this quest, and please, are you joking? 15,000 defense XP and 11,000 prayer XP. Wait, ability to use King Arthur picture in your player-owned house? I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But that, how many levels? 8 prayer levels and 5 defense levels, getting me up to level 46 combat. That's huge. That actually saves so much time. I don't think I'll be needing to stay that long in Edgeville Dungeon. So that helps out a ton. All right, well, the next quest that I want to take care of is Rune Mythos to get that Tome of So we're going to head over to the City of and get that started. This quest is huge because not only does it give me the necromancy and runecrafting XP while allowing me to create necromancy runes, but it allows me to teleport directly to the ritual site as long as I have spirit runes. I believe it's at a 5 cost each. Yep, City of teleport. Very nice. Now that I have that quest out of the way, I do believe I have access to all of the easy diary achievements. So we're going to knock these out one by one and then collect Tome of 1. There is a view to die for. Came over to the Church of Necromancy to talk to Celine, and she taught me a couple necromancy prayers. Hasten Decay and Hand of Fate. And there we have it, basic soul forgery complete. That is all of the City of set tasks of the easy category. Let's go get that Tome of 1. There it is. It comes with a lot of bonuses that I totally forgot about. Melee, range, magic, and necromancy. Damage bonus +2 and a +1 in prayer bonus. If you right click and operate Tome of 1, you can teleport. And if you weren't aware, this provides 10 free teleports to the smithy. And right there's the bank chest. This is now my closest fast bank teleport. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that as much as I can. And I'll probably try to plan out those 10 free teleports though. And another thing, with also completing the easy diaries, I can now come to Lupe, and Lupe will provide 15 free bones that I can either use for prayer or necromancy XP, but I'll probably be using them for the rituals. I also need to make sure that I have bone toggle auto pickup on, and now bones will automatically be sent to the focus storage. And once I feel that I've collected enough bones, I can come over here to the ritual site, open the focus storage, and my bones should be right here in this slot. Awesome. Now that we have the Tome of 1, it's on to Edgeville Dungeon to start that combat training. If you're an imp, it's on site. And this will be my home for the next couple hours. When I got here, I noticed that there were 4 bone spawns, so I'll be making sure to pick those up to gain that prayer experience as fast as possible. Level 36 attack. And there is the first big combat level milestone, level 40. I can now officially make adamant armor. I'm going to go ahead and make that adamant armor and those adamant weapons so we can speed up these kills. Alright, here we are in the Artisan's Workshop. Just finished up making this adamant armor. Still under level 40 in attack though, so I'm not able to wield the adamant just quite yet, but I went ahead and made them, so I don't have to come back here and make them again. And I chose to come to the Artisan's Workshop because every 10,000 experience gives you 1 respect. And for the rewards in the Artisan's Workshop, I have a lot of respect to go, so I'm trying to take as much advantage of that as I can. Also, on the adamant armor, I upgraded everything to +2 to give me the best defensive bonus. Also on the weapons, I made them at +2 as well to give me the most attack bonuses as well. So, back to the Edgeville Dungeon. I am also so glad to have gotten rid of that mithril armor because it was starting to get pretty ugly. This adamant definitely looks better. There is level 40 attack. I can now officially switch to my adamant 2-hand sword, and I've unlocked some AoE abilities. So once these skeletons gather up, the kills are going to go by a lot faster. And yes, before you say anything, I did turn Revolution back on. This grind has gotten very monotonous, and I can't be bothered with this AFK grind to be using full manual. So I'm going to be using Revo for the most part. But after this grind's over, I'm going to go back to full manual. There is level 39 strength coming in, as well as level 50 combat. Getting closer and closer to this grind being over. And level 40 strength. That is level 40 in attack strength and defense. Time to get to level 50. I guess I've never shown you guys how exactly it is that I'm going about getting these levels, so here's a little time-lapse run of how I've been doing it. Alright, that's gonna have to do it for training on the skeletons and zombies for now. And as you can see, we got it to a total of 1,027 bones, and that'll be enough to be able to turn into ecto tokens so I can acquire each piece of the first stage outfit over at Port Phasmatis. But in order to do that, we gotta get Ghost Ahoy started. But first, I got 4 easy caskets to open up for you guys, and let's see if we can't make some collection log progress. Oh, pantaloons, there's a fortunate component, that's huge. Meerkats, nice. Those are going to help when it comes to hunting and clue caskets. And another fortunate component. 2 for 3 right now. That's pretty good. I'm very happy with that. And then the last one. Black bolts. I didn't even know black bolts were a thing. 17k. Easy casket. I probably won't re-roll this, but also got some purple sweets as well. And some alcohols, I do believe. Right on. That was pretty good. 2 fortunate components out of that. I'll be saving those for later for invention. But now let's go get Ghost Ahoy started. So a couple required items for the Ghost Ahoy quest are dyes. And if you come here to Aggie in Draenor Village, you can bring her the list that shows on screen right now, those items, and she can make that colored dye for you. So I need yellow dyes, blue dyes, and red dyes. I have all those items here with me. Gonna make those real quick and then head on over and start the quest. Okay, this part of the quest is driving me up a freaking wall, bro. Every time I click on the wind, whenever the wind speed's low, it automatically switches to high. Okay, orange. See. Dude, every time. Yo, I actually forgot about this little outfit. That is so hilarious. All right, that is Ghost Ahoy completed. Now it's time to show you guys how to set up an inventory for the bones to turn into bone meal so I can make those ecto tokens. Once I have an inventory full of bones, I'll just activate the ecto file, which TPs me right over to the ecto functus. I'll head upstairs, turn the bones into bone meal, and then when I'm done, I'm going to teleport to the archaeology guild, run to the bank chest over there, and repeat. So let's get this grind going. All right, so I got enough bone meal to make the first piece of the first stage outfit. This is the inventory setup, and much like making the bone meal, just empty the ecto file to teleport to the ecto funtus. And once I'm here, I'll just worship the ecto funtus. The XP is going to roll in along with the ecto tokens. Finishing up the last inventory of bone meal and buckets of slime, I've accumulated just over 1,029 tokens. Now I'm going to collect my first piece of the first age outfit here. You just come over and talk to the Shady Ghost to see what he has in stock. And there's the first piece of the outfit, the first age bracelet. Feels really good to have this, providing a 1% prayer XP bonus. And since I had just used the last inventory of all the items I can use to increase my prayer level, I've got to make some more bone meal and get some more buckets of slime. So I'm going to knock that out real quick and get level 37 prayer. And there it is, level 37 prayer. We now have access to protect from magic. That is another goal I had checked off the list to complete Dragon Slayer. That's just going to provide so much protection for the Dragon Slayer quest. I'm going to be topping off getting level 50 in attack, strength, and defense down here at the Flesh Crawlers in the Stronghold of Security. I feel like they are the most efficient according to the information I looked up. They'll be able to get me there the fastest as long as I don't die. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. They drop pretty good items. Mainly the herbs are what I'm going to be going after. And then after I get level 50 in those skills, going to take care of a few more things before I go on and face Elvar again and hopefully get that quest knocked out. I had also forgotten that I need level 35 Slayer to complete the quest Smoking Kills, but I also needed to complete Igflaren's Little Helper, but I'm probably not going to get to that quest today. But I do plan to get to level 35 Slayer today. And that'll also help pass the time while getting to level 50 in attack, strength, and defense because those flesh crawlers got pretty boring. So I still have 15 scorpions to kill, and then I'll come back to the Slayer Master after I'm done with that task and get a new one. For the next Slayer assignment were some Ankus. I can't really... You guys have been clowning me for how I pronounce words, so I'm just going to say how I thought it's pronounced. Ankus. And I was looking at their drop table, and they dropped some pretty good items. They dropped mithril, bladed and plated salvage pretty often, so those are going to be some good alchables. And they also drop logs as well, and the big one in my opinion is mystic cloth. That is going to be something that I need to collect whenever I decide to go ahead and upgrade my necromancy items. They drop about every herb that there's to offer as well. I'm hoping that they'll drop some of the food that's on the drop tables because I didn't bring any this trip. I'm going to start working on this Slayer task, and I'm going to leave some of the recording in so you guys can watch how I go about killing these things. Taking a quick little break from Slayer, and I remember that a viewer of mine told me back in episode 1, come to the Gnome Stronghold Village and check out the food that they have to offer. Apparently there's a minigame that I can do that I can also unlock the cooking outfit for. And doing this cooking minigame at the Gnome Stronghold is content that I can say I have never, ever done in my life. It's been pretty fun though, and I'm going to keep doing it. I believe I'm going through a tutorial right now, so I'm going to try to finish that up to unlock the food that Dark World was talking about, and then continue on with the Slayer, because this 200 HP food just isn't cutting it anymore. And look at that, it even got me to level 39 cooking. That was a fun little introduction to the minigame. I believe that I'm going to have to be traveling all across the map in order to unlock the pieces of the cooking outfit. So right now I'm just going to buy out all the waiter stock of the gnome food. That way I can eliminate as many trips as I can to come out here, because it's quite a long walk. But after I buy out this stock, it's back to the Slayer grind. Oh shoot. Look what's here. It's my first superior Slayer monster. I wonder if I'm going to be able to take it down. I don't think I should have too much of a problem. I have plenty of food still at the beginning of this kill. So I'm going to let this one play out so you guys can watch and see how it goes. Gonna walk under for the bleed. Get him walking. Oh yeah, that was big damage. Another bleed. All right, let's see what kind of loot we get. Oh shoot, got me up to level 29 Slayer. A ×3 Mystic Cloth drop? I will take that. Yeah, dude, the Gnome Village food has definitely made a difference in this grind. I'm not having to bank nearly as much. Level 30 Slayer. And of course, a Superior would spawn as soon as I finish up the Slayer task, but that's all right. Let's go grab another one and see what we got next. Because of a Slayer token I got during the daily challenges, I could choose to do Grot Worms, but I'm just going to leave it at Vampires. I really don't want to mess with either of these tasks. There are some quests I want to get done. I would like to hit my 75 quest point goal before going and fighting Elvar to finish up Dragon Slayer. And so we're going to knock out some quests just real fast and then continue on the level 50 grind. And then it's on to Elvar. Hey, this is my first time being in Relica since the graphical update. And I must say, it looks mighty nice. Good job, devs. I love seeing graphical updates for older content. There's still a lot of stuff in RuneScape 3 that needs to be graphically updated, and they're on the right track with this one. This looks really good. There is Making History. Quest complete. Give me 1,000 crafting and 1,000 prayer XP and 3 quest points. Sitting at 68 quest points now. And after being the best wingman that dwarf has ever seen, we get 5 quest points, 300 crafting XP, and an antique lamp, and some swanky boots. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that I could get those. But that quest reminds me of the story of Serrano. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that movie with Peter Dinklage, but that's a pretty good one. It made me cry. And since Edgeville's right up here, I'm just going to pop in real quick and complete the quest Stolen Hearts. Oh, nope, not Stolen Hearts, Heart Stealer. And once we get those 74 quest points, there's only one thing left to do. And that is Heart Stealer complete. We get the Scarlet Thief's mask override and the outfit as well with a 2,500 thieving XP lamp after talking to her. I do have level 20 thieving, so I'm going to go ahead and get that as well. There's the lamp. Chuck it right into the thieving. Give me level 38 thieving. Let's see what this cosmetic outfit's all about. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. I like it. What about without the hat? Oh, it goes really well with the mask that you get. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, time to head back down to the flesh crawlers in the Stronghold of Security to finish off this combat level grind. I'm ready to get Dragon Slayer finished and get the total 75 quest points completed and out of the way. That way we can move on to our next goal for next episode. But yeah, I'm gonna go get those levels and then I'll make some final preparations before we head on back over to Crandor. A huge milestone just came across my screen. We have officially reached the total level 1000. We have made quite a bit of progress just in the first 4 episodes. I honestly did not plan to hit total level 1000. So that's huge. And there is the combat level 60 milestone. Shortly after that, we have hit level 50 attack and level 50 strength. And I know that level 50 attack allows me to wield Rune Knight weapons, which would give me an advantage over Elvar. But because my teasers show that I would be using an adamant sword, I'm going to use the adamant sword for the content. But I do have a special strategy in place. Zio from YouTube reminded me about using spells such as Confusion. So I'm going to be bringing those runes like Mind, Body, Chaos to be able to cast those extra spells to hopefully mitigate some of the damage that Elvar does to me, as well as bringing a strength pot and an attack potion. Also equipping my inventory of the Gnome Stronghold food. One thing I'm going to need to take into account is that I do not hit worth anything whenever I have my melee gear on, so I'm going to bring a magic, armor, and weapon switch. I'm not going to bring an offhand mage weapon, that way I can keep the anti-dragon shield on, but still be able to cast those spells right whenever I get into the boss instance, if you will. I'm also going to be bringing along my Excalibur to act as a defensive pot, so that'll help out a ton there as well. I don't think that there's anything else that I'm missing. Pretty sure we're all kitted out, and let's head on over to Crandor and finally get this quest over with. All right, here we are, the cave. The entrance to Elvar is just right up there in the top left. I am not that good at multitasking while recording. I'm going to try to give you the best play-by-play that I can. My strategy for this right now is to build up adrenaline on these skeletons and the bats, and then freedom stall and anticipate stall all my way up there. Then hop over, switch to my magic gear, cast my weaken, confuse, and curse spells on Elvar, and then switch back to my melee gear and begin the fight. I'm going to speed up this part right here, and then I'll slow it down whenever I get back into the entrance and give you the best play-by-play that I can. right, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Excalibur in all my pots. And then switch to magic. Pop over the wall. Gonna cast Weaken on him first, while also throwing on my prayer. Alright, that's all spells on. Back to the melee gear. And here we go. I'm gonna slaughter. See if I can't walk under. Get those bleeds going. I'm also gonna save up. If I'm about to die, I'm gonna pop Immortality just to be able to save my life. Man, my heart is racing right now. I don't know if you can tell in my voice, but yeah, this has got me on edge. Okay, he can... It's pretty hard on melee, no problem. Alright, let's hit a cheeky resonance here, see what we can get. Oh, it didn't even heal. Feels bad. How about to reflect back at him? Nice. 111 damage, not bad. Get another slaughter going. Alright. Oh shoot, I just realized I should have brought a prayer pot. That is too bad. Can we debilitate him? Oh, we do not have debilitate unlocked yet. Oh, but we're chilling. I have plenty of food. Yeah, we're good. Walk the bleed again. And then the damaging half health ability. And there he is. Give me that head, boy. Oh. Yeah. Let's go. We did it. All right. That went a lot better than I thought. That was really fun to incorporate the spells there. And also it helped to remember the defensives, but oh man, that was awesome. We did it in full adamant. Like, yeah, we might have been a little overpowered at combat level 61, but hey, I'm proud of what we accomplished there. That was awesome. So up on the quest guide, what's next? All right, now we just need to go report back to Ozaic. So here we go. Oh my gosh, he spawned back in. Leave, leave, leave. There it is. Dragon Slayer completed. What a massive quest to get done and out of the way. I really wish it would have been a lot cooler to get it done at a lower level, but I didn't want to spend too much brain power coming up with a master plan on figuring out how to do that. But for the rewards, we get 2 quest points, putting us over our 75 quest point goal for the episode. 18,650 strength and defense lamps. We get to keep the anti-dragon shield, and he also gave us a rune plate body. That is super cool. Super nice to have, so I don't have to go ahead and buy it. But I will be needing to reach that level 50 defense. I know I said I'd get to it in this episode, but I just wanted to get to the fight already and not keep you guys waiting any longer. Now that we got our 76 quest points, we can come over to May, open the shop, rewards, claim all rewards, and we get another magical dice tier 1. I've been saving these dice. I understand that they offer the same rewards as clue scrolls, but I want to do a massive clue opening, like hard clues and such like that. So I'm going to hold on to those dice until we can open a good amount of caskets, maybe like 5 at a time or something like that. And then we'll open those dice whenever we get to that point. Right now we have 2 in the bank. And we only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of food. That was pretty good. All right. There is one more thing I wanted to do. I know that it wasn't required for me to do this, and I didn't explain to you guys my thoughts behind it, but I wanted to hold off getting that rune hatchet until I could complete the Dragon Slayer quest, because it's been an item that I've been really looking forward to getting, so I can continue my wood cutting grind. But I was going to wait until I beat the dragon to reward myself, and I'm going to grab one of those, get myself my first rune hatchet, and since I am at attack level 50 and level 50 strength, I'm going to switch it up from swords, and I'm going to go dual wielding daggers, because whenever I get to dragon, I can only buy one. But whenever I get to dragon weapons, I'm going to be probably maining the dragon dagger for its special attack. And I know that those are pretty easy to get, so that's kind of my thought process behind that as well. But nice, we can have our rune hatchet, add that to the tool belt, and equip our new rune dagger. Man, what a finale for episode 4. I hope you all had just as much fun watching this episode as I had making it. All of that training I did to complete Dragon Slayer got me over level 60 combat, which was a requirement for War's Retreat. And my next goal is probably going to start focusing in on the intro to PVM. And if you didn't know what PVM stands for, that stands for player versus monster. This is an area I'm most familiar with in the game, so I'm super excited to show you the ideas I have for future episodes. And lastly, I want to say a big thank you to all those who have subscribed to my channel. This past weekend, I hit 500 subscribers. I never would have thought that this series had gotten me where I am now, and I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you guys who continue to support me and enjoy the content that I make for you guys. So if you find yourself enjoying the progress that we're making together, I ask that you consider leaving a like and subscribing because it helps out way more than you could ever imagine. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.